don't cry at the door. Their footsteps still live in your heart. The road may turn, the sky may change, but love does not depart. You stood where the bright lights were shining, where goodbye was heavy and near. You watched the monks walk through the doorway, and every breath trembled with fear. Your eyes kept following softly, past the crowd, past the glass, past the sound, as if your little heart was asking, why can't I still follow them now? You remember the mornings together, the long roads beneath the sun, the quiet hands upon your head, when another peaceful day was done. Aloka, don't cry at the door. This is not the end of the road. The ones you love may travel far, but their light is still your home. Aloka, breathe through the sorrow. Let the silence hold you near. Love is not gone when the footsteps fade. It only becomes more clear. You walk beside them through many miles, through dust, through prayer, through rain. You learn the language of kindness, more tender than any name. And when the airport grew quiet, when the door closed out of sight, your heart was still walking beside them, under the same soft light. The monks taught you gently, without needing many words, that all things are changing, like clouds, like songs, like birds. But changing is not losing, and distance is not goodbye. Some bonds are carried forever, where the soul keeps walking inside. Aloka, don't cry at the door. Peace will find you once again. You are loved in every memory, in every road, in every friend. Aloka, lift your eyes tomorrow. Run beneath the temple trees. The ones you miss still walk within you, in the breath of loving peace. Aloka, don't cry at the door. Their love is still with you. Not goodbye, sweet peace, dog. Only a road made new.
Aloka's tears became a prayer, falling softly in the air. Not from fear, not from blame, only love that called their name. At the airport in the morning, when the journey had to turn, you stood beside the ones who loved you, with a heart too young to learn that some roads keep moving onward, that some hands must let go slow, that the ones who walked beside you may have places they must go. You did not speak in human language, but everybody understood. Your little cry was full of longing, full of memory, full of good. Aloka's tears became a prayer, a gentle song of love and care, for every monk who walked away, for every light that chose to stay. Aloka's tears became a prayer, across the miles through open air. And even when the doors were closed, love was the path your small heart chose. You remembered walking mornings, feet and paws upon the ground. You remembered quiet evenings, when peace was all around. You remember gentle fingers resting softly on your head. No one needed many words there. Love was simply what was said. Some people cried while watching, some whispered he will be alright. Some said you were still searching for the ones who left your sight. But maybe in your sorrow you taught us how to feel, that love is not a weakness, and tears can help us heal. Aloka's tears became a prayer, a candle burning everywhere, for those who leave, for those tears became a prayer, soft as breath and strong as air. The road may bend, the sky may part, but peace still lives inside your heart. So run again beneath the trees, let morning touch your face. Aloka, every tear you cried, return to us as grace.
Aloka, you are still loved, still held in every prayer. Though some dear footsteps leave today, their kindness fills the air. You looked around the quiet temple, as if searching for a sound, maybe for the roads you followed, maybe footprints on the ground. The morning after all the crying, you were running once again, through the trees in open sunlight, learning how the heart can mend. You did not lose your family, you did not lose your way. The love that saved and carried you is still with you today. Aloka, you are still loved, still safe beneath the sky. The ones you miss are not erased, they only travel by. Aloka, you are still loved by every gentle hand, by every your road, by every heart that understands. Once you wandered on the roadside till compassion called your name. Then you walked with peaceful footsteps, and your whole life changed. Through long journeys, through warm mornings, through the silence after prayer, you became a little messenger of love beyond compare. Some will say you're missing someone, some will say you're doing fine. Maybe both are softly living in your faithful heart and mind. For healing is not forgetting, and peace is not a stone. It is wagging through the sand. are still loved, still bright, still brave, still free. The road that brought you to their arms still knows your memory. Aloka, you are still loved. Let joy return again. The ones who walked beside your paws are walking in your heart, my friend. Rest beneath the temple trees, lift your eyes above. Sweet Aloka, peace dog, you are still loved.
Aloka waits beneath the quiet sky, where the temple trees are still. The road is calm, the air is soft, and peace returns at will. The tents are quiet in the distance, the morning light is low. Yesterday was full of parting, today the breezes flow. You walk the grounds and lift your head, as if a scent remains, the memory of gentle roads, of footsteps after rain. Maybe you are searching, maybe you are healing too. Maybe love is teaching us what silence came to do. Aloka waits beneath the quiet sky, with a heart that still remembers the hands, the walks, the airport tears, the long and holy embers. Aloka waits, but not alone. The whole world sends him peace, for every goodbye has a prayer, and every sorrow finds release. They say you ran around the temple, your spirit shining bright. They say your joyful eyes were telling us, please sleep in peace tonight. But love can hold two truths at once, the ache and the return. The heart may miss the ones it loves and still allow the light to burn. The monks once showed the path of peace with yet distance cannot win. The ones we love may leave our sight, but never leave within. Aloka waits beneath the quiet sky, where love and stillness meet. No door can close the road of grace. No farewell is complete. Aloka waits and softly knows the journey is not through. The peace he walked with all those monks is walking with him too. Beneath the trees, beneath the light, let every heart be still. Aloka waits beneath the sky, and love is with him still. Aloka and the monks of peace, walking where the heart could heal. Through every mile and every goodbye, they taught the world to feel.
He was once a wandering soul, lived a life upon the street.
Then kindness opened up a road,
And love gave him new feet.
beside the roads, beside the prayers, through mornings bright and long.
Aloka learned the sound of peace was quieter than a song.
No one had to explain it,
No one had to try.
the dogs of monks, a road of love, and tears in every eye. Aloka and the monks of peace, upon the miles could not erase. From walking roads to airport doors, love shone on every face. Aloka and the monks of peace still join, though they must part. For every step they took together lives forever in the heart. At the door he softly cried, as they moved beyond his view.
He could not understand the leaving, only that his love was true.
The people watched him, felt it too. That ache we someone dear must walk away,
and we must stand alone.
but the Dharma whispers gently,
All things rise and fade.
hold the love, release the fear,
Bless the road they made.
and when the morning finds him running
Through the quiet temple air,
maybe peace is not forgetting,
but knowing love is there.
Aloka and the monks of peace.
Your story still will shine
Across each border, road and prayer,
across the hands of time.
Aloka and the monks of peace.
You showed what hearts can do,
That kindness saves,
that love remains,
and every
goodbye leads us through.
so may all beings
Walk in peace. May every heart be free. Aloka and the monks of peace, still walking silently.
Aloka's little heart remembered every road, every hand, every mile. Even when the door closed softly, love stayed behind in his eyes. He remembered early mornings when the world was still and wide. Robes were moving in the sunrise, and he walked close by their side. He remembered dusty pathways, warm days beneath the sun, many feet and little paws moving gently as one. No one had to tell him what compassion means. He felt it in the quiet hands, in the spaces in between. Aloka's little heart remembered the monks who taught him peace, the love that found him wandering, the road that gave release. Aloka's little heart remembered, though the goodbye made him cry. Some bonds are never broken, they only learn to fly. the airport he stood watching as the ones he loved moved on. His eyes kept asking softly, why must you be gone? Maybe he could not understand it, but every soul could see his tears were not from weakness, they were love in purity. And when the next day came with sunlight, he ran beneath the trees, still missing, still healing, still breathing in the peace. For healing is not forgetting, and joy is not denial. Sometimes the heart remembers through a tear and through a smile. Aloka's little heart remembered the footsteps and the light, the gentle hands that blessed him after long and tiring nights. Aloka's little heart remembered and somehow carried on, because love is still beside him, even when the road seems gone. So rest now, little peace dog, beneath the quiet sky. Your heart remembers everything, and love is still nearby.
Aloka, this is not goodbye, though the door has closed today. The ones you love are not lost, they have only walked away. You stood beneath the airport lights, with sorrow in your eyes. You watched the robes move slowly on, past the place where parting lies. Your little voice was trembling, soft as evening rain, and everyone who heard you felt the echo of your pain. But love is not a doorway that closes with the night. Love becomes a lantern when someone leaves our side. Aloka, this is not goodbye, it is only see you again. The road may stretch across the miles, but love knows where it began. Aloka, this is not goodbye, let peace return somehow. The ones who walked beside You remembered all the mornings, the footsteps on the ground, the quiet talks without words, the kindness all around. You remember gentle fingers resting softly on your head, and all the silent blessings that never needed to be said. Some hearts cry out at leaving, some hearts learn to release. Somewhere between the two of them, we find the path of peace. The monks have taught us gently, nothing stays the same, but what is held in love and truth cannot be lost by name. Aloka, this is not goodbye. Though tears may fall like rain, the ones you missed will shine within until you meet again. Aloka, this is not goodbye. Run free beneath the trees. Your love is not behind you, it is carried on the breeze. So lift your eyes, dear Aloka. Let morning touch your face. This is not goodbye, sweet friend. It is love becoming grace.
Aloka walked with love on roads the heart remembers, through dust and sun and quiet prayer, through golden morning embers. Once he was a wandering soul, a little life unsure. Then kindness opened up a path, and love became his cure. He followed gentle footsteps through long and sacred days, beside the monks of peace he walked, in simple faithful ways. He did not need a sermon, he did not need a sign. He learned from hands that touched his head, and hearts that took their time. Aloka walked with love, with every step and mile. He gave the world a softer heart, he gave the road a smile. Aloka walked with love, through every joy and tear, and even when the parting came, that love remained clear. At the airport in the morning, his little heart stood still. The journey changed before his eyes, against his tender will. He watched the monks move forward beyond the waiting door, and all the love he carried came crying to the floor. But love is not just staying, and peace is not control. Sometimes the deepest teaching is the loosening of the soul. The road still lives within him, the hands, the prayers, the skies, the memory of compassion still shining in his eyes. Aloka walked with love, and love will walk him home. He is not lost in sorrow, he is never left alone. Aloka walked with love, through goodbye and through grace. The monks may travel onward, but their peace remains in place. Run now, sweet Aloka, where the quiet trees above whisper through the temple air. You walked and still walk with love. Aloka still looks for his Uncle Monk in the morning air so still. He lifts his nose toward memory and searches with his will. The temple grounds are quiet now, the busy days have passed, but somewhere in the open breeze, a loving scent still lasts. He walks around the familiar trees, then pauses in the sun, as if his heart is asking softly, where did my uncle run? We cannot know his every thought or all his little pain, but love can leave a fragrance that the heart will seek again. Aloka still looks for his Uncle Monk, but he is not alone. The love that held him yesterday still makes this place his home. Aloka still looks for his Uncle Monk, with eyes so deep and start searching with him too. At the airport he was crying when the robes moved out of sight. His faithful heart kept following through the glass and morning light. Some said he would be fine again, some said he missed them still. Maybe both are living there on that quiet Temple Hill. For dogs do not forget the hands that gave them love and care. They carry every kindness like a song inside the air. And we who watched from far away were taught by his small cry to love, to grieve, to let things flow, and bless the ones who fly. Aloka still looks for his Uncle Monk, yet peace will come again. The road that joined their tender souls will never truly end. Aloka still looks for his Uncle Monk, but love knows what to do. It waits, it heals, it remembers until the light breaks through. So sniff the wind, dear Aloka, run beneath the sky. Your Uncle Monk is far away, but never far inside. Aloka's heart followed them home, past the doorway, past the sky. Though his paws stayed on the ground, his love still learned to fly. He stood beside the airport door where leaving had begun. The morning held a quiet ache beneath the gentle sun. The monks moved slowly forward, their journey calling on. And Aloka watched with trembling eyes until their forms were gone. He could not pack a suitcase, he could not understand. He only knew the missing of a robe, a voice, a hand. Aloka's heart followed them home, across the miles of blue, through every prayer and memory, through every love he knew. Aloka's heart followed them home, wherever they may be, for distance cannot close the path of love and loyalty. He remembered walking beside them through the long and patient
patient days. The rose, the heat, the quiet rest, the peaceful, mindful ways. He remembered gentle comfort after miles had made them tired. And in his little faithful heart, a sacred bond was wired. Now he runs beneath the trees again, with sunlight on his face. The temple holds him tenderly, a home of love and grace. Maybe he is still searching, maybe he is healing too. Maybe every step he takes says, I still walk with you. Aloka's heart followed them home, but peace remained nearby. In every hand that cares for him, in every open sky. Aloka's heart followed them home, yet love still lights his way. The ones he misses live within his peaceful heart today. So rest, dear Aloka, the road is not unknown. Your paws are here beneath the trees, but your heart followed them home.
Aloka beneath the temple trees, morning light upon his face. Yesterday was full of tears, today is held by grace. The grounds are quiet once again, the footsteps fade away. A softer wind moves through the leaves, welcoming the day. He wanders where the monks once walked, where love had filled the air. Maybe he is looking still, maybe healing starts right there. Not every silence is empty, not every leaving is the end. Sometimes peace comes slowly back, like sunlight through a friend. Aloka beneath the temple trees, you are safe, you are free. The ones you miss are far away, but their love is still with thee. Aloka beneath the temple trees, let your little heart believe. He remembers walking gently with the peaceful, holy ones. He remembers hands of kindness resting softly on his head. The quiet language of compassion, more than any words they said. Some people watched and cried with him. Some whispered, "He'll be fine." Some saw sorrow in his searching. Some saw peace return in time. Maybe both are true together, like the shadow and the light. A heart can miss what it has loved and still be brave tonight. Aloka beneath the temple trees, run again through open air. The road of peace is not behind you, it is living may walk another road, but their kindness guards your soul. So rest now, little peace dog, where the quiet branches sway. Aloka beneath the temple trees, love has not gone away. Aloka, run back to the light. The morning still is kind, though yesterday held heavy tears. Peace is not far behind. You stood beside the airport door, your heart too full to speak. The ones you loved walked out of sight, and sorrow touched your cheek. Your little cry went through the room, so tender and so true. And everyone who heard that sound felt love come breaking through. But love was never meant to chain, and peace was never fear. The road can turn, the heart can ache, yet kindness stays near. Aloka, run back to the light. Let the sadness pass through. The ones
beside your paws are still a part of you. Aloka, run back to the light. Let your spirit rise again. Every tear can become a song. Every goodbye, a friend. The next day came with open sky. The temple grass was wide. You ran again like joy itself was walking by your side. Your eyes seemed bright with gentle peace, as if to softly say, please do not worry over me. I am healing day by day. We all must learn what you have shown, to love and let things flow, to hold the memory tenderly and still allow life to go. Nothing stays in one place forever. Clouds must cross the blue, but every heart that loves with truth carries heaven through. Aloka, run back to the light. Underneath the temple trees, the road of peace is still alive. In every passing breeze, Aloka, run back to the light. Let hope become your guide. The monks you miss are not gone from you. They are walking deep inside. So run, sweet friend, run softly, where the morning feels new. Aloka, run back to the light. The light runs back to you.
This is Aloka's goodbye song, soft as a tear in the air. A little heart at an airport door, singing love like a prayer. He did not know the reason. He only saw them leave, robes moving through the doorway. A moment hard to believe. He watched until he could not see past the glass and the crowd. His quiet whimper rose and fell. A love both small and loud. Every heart that heard him remembered its own pain. Someone we loved walking away.
walked in peace. For the road they shared together, for the love that will not cease. This is Aloka's goodbye song, but goodbye is not the end. When a heart has loved so purely, love will find its way again. He knew the early mornings, the patient steps and miles. He knew the gentle laughter, the quiet, peaceful smiles. He knew the hands that touched him at the closing of the day, hands that said without a word, you are safe along this way. Some will say, do not be sad. Some will say, let go. But tears can be a river where healing starts to flow. The teaching is not coldness, the teaching is not stone. It is loving without holding, and never walking alone. This is Aloka's goodbye song. Let it rise beyond the door. Let it bless the ones who travel. Let it heal the ones who mourn. This is Aloka's goodbye song. Tender, faithful, bright and true. The road may take them far away, but love will carry through. So sleep beneath the quiet trees. Let peace make your heart strong. Every tear you gave the world became Aloka's goodbye song. Aloka carries them in his heart, where distance cannot go. The road may take their footsteps far, but love still whispers low. He stood where journeys turn to tears, where goodbyes fill the air. The monks walk slowly through the door, and he kept watching there. His little voice was trembling, his eyes were full of wine. He could not speak our language, but he taught us how to cry.
inside the heart. The morning came with temple light, and he was running free beneath the sky, among the trees, still held by memory. Maybe he was searching, maybe he was well. Only his faithful spirit knows the story it could tell. But we can learn from Aloka to feel and still release, to honor every tender bond, then walk again in peace. For nothing loved is wasted, no kindness disappears. The soul remembers gently what the eyes release in tears. Aloka carries them in his heart, and we carry him in ours. A little dog of peace and love, brave through changing hours. Aloka carries them in his heart, where no door can close the way. The monks may journey onward, but their light remains today. So run beneath the quiet sky, let healing softly start. Sweet Aloka, peace talk, you carry them in your heart.
Aloka and the door of tears, a morning heavy with goodbye. One small heart stood watching there as love walked out of sight. The airport lights were shining, but the moment felt so still. The monks were moving forward, as all travelers must and will. Aloka watched in silence, then sorrow found a sound, a soft and aching cry of love fell gently to the ground. He did not ask for reasons, he did not understand. He only knew the missing of a rope, a voice, never go away. He remembered walking with them through the heat and through the miles. He remembered quiet evenings, gentle eyes, and peaceful smiles. He remembered all the kindness that had saved his wandering soul. And at that door of parting, all those memories took hold. The monks had taught of letting go, of breathing through the pain, of watching all things rise and pass like clouds after the rain. But letting go is not forgetting, and peace is not goodbye. Sometimes love becomes more holy when it learns to cry. Aloka, and the door of tears, may healing find you now. May every gentle hand around you calm your heart somehow. Aloka, and the door of tears, the road is still your friend. For every soul that walks in peace will meet in love again. So turn toward the morning, let the temple breezes start. The door of tears has closed behind you, but love remains in your heart.
Aloka, love never leaves, though footsteps fade from view. The road may bend, the door may close, but love still walks with you. You stood beside the airport light, with sorrow in your eyes. The monks you loved were moving on beneath the morning skies. You did not know the reason, you only felt the pain. A little heart that loved so much was calling them again. Your voice was soft and trembling, a cry the whole world heard, more honest than a spoken prayer, more tender than a word. You remembered all the mornings, the roads beneath the sun, the gentle hands, the quiet peace, the many miles as one. Aloka, love never leaves, it only changes form. It becomes a light inside the heart.
a shelter in the storm. Aloka, love never leaves. Though goodbyes make us grieve, the ones who walked beside your soul are closer than you believe. The next day brought the temple trees, the quiet grass, the air. You ran again through morning light, still loved, still safe, still cared. Some said you were searching, some said your joy returned. Maybe both were living there in everything you learned. For healing is not forgetting, and peace is not a stone. It is feeling what the heart has lost, yet knowing you're not alone. The monks taught us gently, all things come and go, but kindness plants a sacred seed wherever love may grow. No distance can erase it, no doorway can divide. What is held in love and peace keeps walking deep inside. Aloka, love never leaves. Let the morning dry your tears. The road of peace still carries you across the coming years. Aloka, love never leaves. Run beneath the open sky. The ones you miss are in your heart, and hearts do not say goodbye. Aloka, love never leaves. It stays when journeys start, not in the place beside you, but softly in your heart. Aloka's peaceful day will come after the tears have passed. The heart may ache in goodbyes light, but sorrow does not last. Yesterday the door was heavy, the airport air was still. You watched the monks walk slowly on, against your little will. Your eyes kept following their ropes, your voice began to cry, as if your heart was asking them, why must you say goodbye? And many hearts were broken, watching from near and far, for everyone has known the pain of missing where loved ones are. But morning came with softer light.
temple trees were kind. You ran again through open space, with healing close behind. Aloka's peaceful day will come, like sunlight after rain. The love you gave, the tears you cried, will not be lost in pain. Aloka's peaceful day will come. Let every heart believe. The ones we love may travel far, but love does not leave. You remembered walking side by side through long and dusty miles. You remembered gentle voices, quiet hands, and peaceful smiles. You remembered all the kindness that made your spirit whole, the love that found a wandering dog and wrapped around his soul. Now you are held by many hands, by prayers from everywhere. A little peace dog, brave and true, still wrapped in tender care. The monks have taught us simply to breathe and let things flow, to live inside the present day and bless the ones who go. Not every tear is sadness, some tears are love made clear. Some goodbyes become the doorway to peace that draws us near. Aloka's peaceful day will come. Run gently toward the light. Your heart may miss the ones you love, but you are safe tonight. Aloka's peaceful day will come. The road is not yet done. The love you shared with monks of peace still shines like morning sun. So rest beneath the temple trees, let healing softly start. Aloka's peaceful day will come, and peace will hold your heart.
Aloka heard the silence after goodbye, when the airport doors grew still. The world kept moving all around, but time stood on that hill. He watched them walking farther, the monks who shared his way. Their robes became a memory at the edge of yesterday. He did not understand the journey, same. The silence after goodbye can echo deep and long. Sometimes what is not spoken becomes the truest song. Aloka heard the silence after goodbye, and we heard it with him too. The ache of love, the weight of change, the light still shining through. Aloka heard the silence after goodbye, but silence was not the end. It carried every step they shared and whispered, love will mend. Back beneath the temple trees, the morning opened wide. He ran again through gentle air with love still at his side. Maybe he was searching, maybe he was free, maybe he was teaching us how healing comes quietly. The ground still held their footsteps, the breeze still held their care. The road of peace was not erased, it lingered everywhere. The monks are taught of letting go, of breathing through the tide, of holding love with open hands, not locked away inside. And Aloka, in his tenderness, showed what words cannot say. A heart can cry in sorrow and still find peace today. Aloka heard the silence after goodbye, yet hope began to rise. The ones he loved were far away, but not gone from his eyes. Aloka heard the silence after goodbye, soft as evening blue. And in that quiet, sacred space, love kept walking too. So let the silence bless him, let the morning dry his tears. Aloka heard the silence, and peace was drawing near. Aloka, the road still remembers you. Every paw print, every mile. The dust, the sun, the quiet prayers. Your faithful, gentle smile. You walk beside the peaceful ones through morning heat and light, across long days of patient steps into the arms of night. You did not need to understand the meaning of each prayer. You only knew the kindness that was waiting everywhere. A hand upon your tired head, a voice so calm and low, the love that found you wandering and would not let you go. Now one more road is turned again, the doorway changed the day, but nothing walked in love is lost, though footsteps move away. Aloka, the road still remembers you. The monks remember too. Every mile you walked in peace still carries part of you. Aloka, the road still remembers you. Though tears may blur the view, wherever love has touched the earth, the road remembers you. At the airport you stood crying, watching Rose pass through the door. Your heart still wanted one more mile, one morning journey more. The crowd could feel your longing, the ache beneath your cry. For all of us have loved someone we had to let go by. But now the temple trees are still, the sky is open wide, and all the roads you walked before are walking on inside. The lesson is not coldness, the lesson is not stone. It is loving every moment, then letting life move on. The monks may travel onward, the world may shift and change, but love leaves holy footprints no distance can erase. Aloka, the road still remembers you. Run gently through the light. Your sorrow is a tender song, your love a candle bright. Aloka, the road still remembers you. In every peaceful view, the journey is not over yet. The road still walks with you. So lift your eyes, dear Aloka, let the morning sky be blue. The road of peace, the road of love, still remembers you. Aloka's love across the distance, soft as prayer, strong as light. Though the monks have traveled onward, love still holds them through the night. He stood where goodbyes gather, at the doorway of the day. The monks he loved moved forward, and his heart still tried to stay. His eyes kept following their shadows. His cry rose tenderly, a little voice of longing that the whole world seemed to see. He remembered all the walking, the mornings and the miles, the hands that touched his weary head, the peaceful, gentle smiles. Distance can divide the footsteps, but never what is true. Love can cross the empty space and still come shining through. Aloka's love across the distance reaches where the heart has gone, past the door, beyond the airport, toward the road still moving on. Aloka's love across the distance carries every tear and prayer. The ones he misses may be far, but love can find them there. The next day brought the temple grounds, the trees, the open air. He ran again beneath the sky, still wrapped in loving care. Some saw searching in his eyes, some saw peace return. Maybe both were part of him, the ache and what we learn. For love is not possession, and letting go takes time. Even the purest heart must heal. One breath, one step, one sign. The monks have taught the simple truth: all things rise and fade, but kindness is a lamp within that darkness cannot shade. And Aloka, through his tenderness, reminds each watching soul the heart can break a little and still remain whole. Aloka's love across the distance, may it bless the ones who roam, may it comfort every goodbye, may it lead each traveler home. Aloka's love across the distance shines through sorrow, clear and true. Wherever peaceful footsteps go, his love is walking too. Aloka, rest in kindness underneath the quiet sky. Love across the distance never has to say goodbye.